Assalamualaikum, dear audience. This is me, MARYAM training wali, Vice Principal at Rehan School Online Academy. Welcome to the Canada's podcast series. I started this series to explore and learn the vast experiences of visionary guests who joined me to share their knowledge and insights with me. So today I have a very wonderful guest with me. Let's introduce him. His name is Dr. Shikhasa, known as Dr. TPS, and with a rich background as an educational consultant, teacher, mentor, and scientist. He has dedicated his life to empowering others through education and spiritual growth. Dr. TPS is known for his holistic approach to life, in integrating the mind, body, and spirits in his teaching. So, I warmly welcome Dr. TPS in my studio. Thank you so much for being the part of this Catalyst podcast series.
Assalamu
So,
alaikum,
first of all,
Maryam.
I really
Thank
I
you.
really
Thank you so
thankful to
much.
you to join me on a very short time of period. So thank you so much. I request to you please introduce yourself to my audience.
Thank you. I think most of the audience in Pakistan knows me much better than people know from India because I am appearing on Pakistan interviews many often. I'm a space scientist, as Mariam introduced. I'm a space scientist, retired space scientist, now totally into education, investing my time on guiding students for what to study, where to study, how to study, and taking care of their health, social interactions, and uplift them in the spiritual world. That is what I'm into.
That's really wonderful. That's really wonderful. I was like listening a lot of your interviews, like time to time, and you were mentioned that you chose maths as a subject because someone challenged you. You can't do it, and then you started it. So it's really amazing for me to know that because I also are very interested in mathematics. So it's really like I was waiting for that. When I'll interview you, I have a lot of question about that. So please share that experience with me also, so that I came to know like why you selected maths and you have like management degrees, and then you move towards scientist, and you also known as a motivational speaker too.
It's not someone, it's on my own brother who is my guardian. I lost my father when I was 4 years old. So my eldest
Oh,
brother happens to be my guardian. And all of us, all
sure.
the youngsters, like I have three brothers, three sisters, all of us got educated by my guardian, who was a professor. By the time I took birth, he was a professor in a college. So we all, I'm come from a small village. I came to a city and started studying. Naturally, in a village, we don't aim too much. It's not like today's world, We don't get career guidance. We don't have. I studied in a normal village school where it's in the education is in Malayalam medium. Between classes, there are no walls. It is a common platform in
Yeah.
which grade one, grade two, grade three runs parallelly in a hall sort of a thing. So I'm from a small village background with my own native language Malayalam. I was not a good student because there is no great aim in life that I want to become like this and all that. So naturally, when I uh, passed my 10th grade and 12th grade, when I have to get an admission in college, my brother suggested, you can't study well. I was not doing very good in my examinations. Examination was not a great test for me to test my future life. So I did not take it very seriously. So my brother told, you cannot study maths, you can take some language. Like Malayalam is our mother tongue. Like you can study that.
Mhm.
Even English was not my cup of tea. I failed in all exams in English
Okay.
during my school days. School days means our English started only in fifth grade, fifth, sixth, seventh.
Yeah.
I remember English was a very
Okay.
hardship for me. So
Okay.
then I challenged my brother. I will, which subject I can't study? I asked, and he said maths. I said fine. I'll take my
Mm.
PhD in mathematics. So it was a challenge, and I'm sure every student has got
Wow.
the ability to study, but it needs a courage. It needs a mindset. It needs an attitude. It's a decision. It needs a mentor, guide who will take them along the path in case if they find some problems. and most of my friends were my mentors. Actually, I was not a good student, but my juniors, my seniors, my classmates, all of them helped me to study. And that is where I
Hmm.
started learning whatever I missed my school days, or in plus one, plus two. That's that time it is called a pre-degree. What I lost in my schools, lost in my pre-degree,
Hmm.
I made up during my graduation. So first year graduation also I failed in all subjects: English, maths, physics, chemistry. I mean statistics. All these subjects I failed. But second year onward, second and third year, it's last 2 years, I decided I'm going to
Hmm.
make, and I was the fifth rank in the university. It's not bad to
Mashallah.
be there.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
So I have a question that is connected to this, because we heard more of the people that as just drop out from their schools, universities, or the college, then eventually they will be a very great scientist. So why is this happening to those dropout students? They will be turned into a tremendous and remarkable scientist.
Mariam, it's a wrong statement, because um, just because I was a failure and today I became a
Yeah,
scientist, you know me. But there
yeah,
are
exactly.
millions of people who became failure, became nothing in their life, and you don't hear about them.
Definitely,
You
definitely.
don't hear about them,
Yes,
right? So
yes,
don't take examples that when you fail in childhood, you will become great. That is not a great knowledge. Um,
yes,
See, there are a lot of students who are much brilliant than me, much worse than me in my schools. Probably
yes.
in my batch, I grew up at the highest in the government. I became a scientist. Only one scientist in the space department in my whole village probably is me. So that doesn't
Wonderful.
mean just because I was a bad student, I become a space scientist. No, that's not true. So don't take examples and then motivate children to do wrong things in the young age, thinking that they will become. No, it's not just a chance. It's just a chance. That is why I kept saying that it is my classmates, it's my uh, family, it's my background, it's my luck, it is my great people whom I met in my life who made me some way, somewhere to reach somewhere. Right. So I don't think that's a good example to take and then tell that no, many failed people become great. You only know stories of those people
Yeah.
who became successful. There are lakhs and lakhs, crores and crores, millions and millions, thousands and thousands who did not reach anywhere in their life because they failed in their exams. Right. So don't take it as an example. Yeah, I don't think it should be taken as an example.
Sure. Dr. TPS, I need to know that about why this Dr. Shikasa's turned into TPS.
Now, I'm that SHIK, Shiksha. Shiksha is a Hindi
Okay.
word. The Hindi word Shiksha
Okay.
means learning, teaching. That is a trust name which I
Okay.
started. So, what you know, my Facebook is Shiksha Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the place
Yes.
name. Hyderabad is the place name. Shiksha is my trust. My name is Dr. T.P. Shashikumar. And Dr. TPS
Okay.
is the short name of Shashikumar TP, Tavrul Pudiyadat. My full name is Tavrul Pudiyadat Shashikumar, which is made it into TPS. And I'm known as Dr. TPS for many reasons. Because when I was a scientist, TPS means temperature pressure second. When I was with the police
Okay.
sometime, TPS means top police service. I was also in government under the Department of Securities, right? Then I am
Hmm.
now with spending a lot of my time with the teachers, parents, and students. So
Hmm.
TPS means teachers, parents, and students.
Okay.
So I prefer
Okay.
that name, Dr. TPS, much easier to pronounce than Sasi Kumar, because when I have got Philippines, Africa, United Kingdom, America, they have a problem in pronouncing. So best
Yeah,
thing is to
exactly.
say TPS, right? And Shiksha is my
Okay.
trust. And if you look at Shiksha, which means education, Shikshak means a teacher,
Okay. Okay.
SHIK, if you take that last SHA, put before that,
Hmm.
it becomes SHA. That is also my name. Shashi Kumar, short form is
Okay.
SHA, right? So I preferred naming it like that. So thank you for
Actually,
asking.
your Facebook named as Shiksha, so that's why I think that this is your parental name that given to you. But
No.
right now, I just came to know, no, it's not that.
Yeah, there are a
So
lot of
it's
at least five profiles, probably so many such profiles are there under my full name, Dr. TP Shishkumar. Dr. TPS is
yes,
a page which I have. So
yes.
it's my name. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for letting me know because it's really like many of the students interviewed you of our Rehan Foundation. So I just came to know that why this is TPS. Why this, no one asked to you why this is TPS. So I was
Nice.
so curious about it.
Nice to come with some new questions and good innovative questions, Mariam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's start the questions about your journey. So first of all, I want to know that about. Can you share with your your journey being scientist and to become a spiritual director and motivational speaker? Like these are the two different fields that you have in your life, and you are balancing those things together.
See, space scientist because I'm doing my PhD. During that time, I met somebody who was from space department in Hong Kong. I went for a conference in Hong Kong. So we stayed together for a few days, and the scientist motivated me, saying that no, yes, space department is great. India is doing great in space. I'm basically a fluid mechanics man. Physics is my subject. So naturally, there is a lot of applications of physics in space department. So in fact, he encouraged me to apply for a job, and I applied. I got a job.
Hmm.
But what I'm doing is not related to what I did my education. It is something different. I'm doing remote sensing. Remote sensing means taking picture of the ground, and what you see on Google Map is what I'm producing. That is what I did for 20 years, and that was a job which I did. And during the journey, definitely you are far from your city and you are in a different place. There is a different custom, different culture. India is varied in different culture based on places. It is not one religion, one culture. No, India has
Hmm.
got maybe thousands of practices, thousands of rituals, thousands of religious forms, different gods and goddesses. So it was wondering for me to realize, no, why is it different and how is it different? So I started listening to that and then understanding the basic principles behind all these religious practices. And that I
Hmm.
understood it is not what you practice is what is religion, but behind the religion there is a spirituality. And the basic
Yes.
spirituality, when you understand that, see, for example, Hyderabad is a place where I started teaching in one institute called Ramakrishna Mutt, which is
Hmm.
Vivekananda Institute for Human Excellence. I went there because it's a
Hmm.
religious group of people who practices, and we have a basic Hindu scripture Bhagavad Gita being taught by one Muslim, and he is a
Hmm.
master there. So I was wondering how somebody who is a Muslim is talking so much about the Bhagavad Gita, and then I used to sit there and listen to his lectures, and I used to wonder how this man is chanting Sanskrit slokas and then explains in Arabic, Urdu, English, Hindi, whatever language you want, right? And
Yes.
I really got a lot of learning from a place called Hyderabad. It is 60% of Muslim populated area, and I understood there is no religion here. People are all spiritually. No, we have got celebrations, everybody joins together. We have got Eid and Bakrid and all that, everybody is part of that. So it's a place where we learn not religion, but beyond religion, what is
Hmm.
spirituality. That attracted me. Ultimately, we are not space scientists, we are not mathematician, we are not a physics person, we are not we are a social being. We are a human being. We have to live in the society.
Exactly.
Not everybody at home is space scientist, right? I may be earning my money by
Exactly.
working for a department. I could be a
Yes.
policeman working for a department. So that doesn't mean
Yes.
I should not know about the society, understand what's happening around. So it was my curious, zeal for knowledge asked me to look at people different and then listen to most of the people. And I happened to meet a lot of great personalities and different religious practices where I learned talking to them, meeting them, going to different colleges, different institutions, talking along with them. And people accepted me saying that, no, yeah, this Dr. TPS is good. Listen to him. And you understand, today, I get approximately 100 telephone calls to get to know which course I have to join for BTech, whether I should do MBBS and become a doctor, or should I become a
Hmm.
researcher. If I become MBBS, will I become a researcher? Is there a possibility that I become a dentist and then I only start practicing dentistry? Will I become a
Hmm.
scientist after that? How do you get into different profiles of job? And we speak to many people. Today morning I had a student of mine who I know for 4 years back he was into law, now completed LLM and not able to
Yes.
practice because of some health issue. And people come to me
Hmm.
saying that how do I get out of my health problems? So I look at
Yes.
physical, emotional, intellectual. I'm also a psychotherapist. So many people, there
Yes.
are mental problems, health problems, psychological problems, family problems, all these they come and discuss. I have a lot of people from Pakistan, they discuss their family problems with me. No, because
Yes.
I'm getting interviewed there, I'm sure somebody talks to me from a library saying that I'm a librarian. At home I have this problem, what to do, and what is that, what solution you can give. So I know the culture of Pakistan now and speak in that culture. And this is how I do: physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual. It's a fivefold development. Understand the
Hmm.
holistic perspective of people around, and then understand their culture, understand and look at their genuinity of problems, and then what can be done. It's sometimes not you can get out of the problem, sometimes you have to live with the problems, right? So how do
Yeah.
you get strong?
Exactly.
How do you get strong so that you can physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially become strong? And only one method I found to become that strong is spiritual. I may have physical
Wonderful.
problem, but my physical problem is not a problem unless and until I take it as my problem. I think that I have no problem is one of the best problem solution.
Hmm.
I can't solve all the problems, but can I take it, say that, yeah, I have no problem, I'm all right. There are many people
Hmm.
under this world, there are a lot of problems, and then I'm much better than that. That gives me a strength of becoming more resourceful, more helpful, more authentic, more diplomatic in talking and talking to people, taking care of their problems, not stating my problems to them, right? See, this is what is required in a leadership. That's what I'm practicing, and that's what I'm doing. I'm sure I'm helping a lot of people around the world.
Definitely you are. Definitely you are. No doubt. So, what is your educational philosophy and how do you believe it can impact modern education? Because now the change is, this era is totally changed as you experience your educational. Now there's a lot of change. We have to go with them.
See, change is part. Every time it happened changing. There was a time when Vedic time, then people were only living in the nature. Nothing was important to them. Only weather was important to them. They wanted to have little bit of place to stay, safe, dress, food. All these are good enough for them. Then became industrial revolution, and now today we have got the real industrial revolution because everything is run by 5G and then Internet of
Yes,
Things, augmented
digitalization now.
reality, artificial intelligence. So things keep changing. So I believe that education is not something which is to be talked about. 21st century education is great, people keep saying. So I don't believe 21st century is 100 years. Education is
Yeah.
not to be talked about 100 years. It is just like that movie. So all my books related to education is in third decade of 21st century. This is a book from me on early child care education. In early child care education, I speak about education which should happen from younger age to the elder age, how education has become so important. I keep talking about 3-2-1 world. What is 3-2-1 world? Third decade of 21st century. Education is moving so fast. Education is moving
Yes.
so fast. And what had happened, it is not now, what had happened in the past. For last 50 years, people looked at education as something which gives them money for making their life. Actually, the purpose
Exactly.
of education is not just that. There are two types of education. One is life giving education. What is life giving education? Which gives me no fund for my food, fund for making my
Hmm.
house, fund for
Yeah.
looking good. But more important is life giving education is one. Life
Yes.
itself is education. Life
Exactly.
making education. See, we have what is called a dignity. Oh, I know about Pakistan. I know about Karachi. Where is Maryam from? You tell me, where is Maryam from?
I'm from Nankana, Punjab, Pakistan.
So Punjab province. There is no point in
Yes.
learning what is Punjab. Why the name Punjab came?
Yes.
Why is it called Punjab?
It's there is a village that is have all the five different villages can meet
Five
at a single point. So that's
five
why.
rivers. Ab means
Yes,
river.
five people.
Five rivers are there.
Yeah.
I did not know this about Punjab. When you talk about Punjab, I can explain why the name Punjab came. Dr. TPS, without knowing also, I can get my food.
Yes.
But knowing that is knowledge. Suppose
Correct.
somebody knows when you talk about something, yeah, I know about it. I know where you are from. The Punjab is the border
Yes.
district of our Punjab. And
Yes.
when I can talk like this, I know the geography of Punjab. So, how much you
Correct.
can imagine in your life, how much you can
Hmm.
understand, how much you can visualize, whether you can visualize the
Yes.
world. When I say there is a problem now in Bangladesh,
Hmm.
we have West Bengal and East Bengal. East Bengal is Bangladesh
Yes.
for us. India, as far as India is concerned, Bangladesh is between India. You have got Manipur,
Yes.
Meghalaya, and all that place. When you cross it, Jalpaiguri, you cross it, you see one Jalpaiguri station in India, another Jalpaiguri in Bangladesh, because that is how got
Bangladesh.
partitioned. So when I talk about
Okay.
Bangladesh and when I talk about India, I know they were related to each other once, and there was Sri Lanka which was supporting Pakistan when 1970 war. All these when
Yes.
I know about my nation.
Yes.
If I don't know about my nation, how can I be called as a human being? I'm only an animal. So
Yeah.
if you don't worry about what is happening around the political, economical world around me, that ability to know is not to get my food alone. That is not a job for making my life. It is making life itself. So this is what has to be understood by the next generation. If they don't understand what will happen, there will be a lot of conflict, there will be a lot of fight, there will be a lot of war, and you are wasting whatever you earned by your salary in
Yes.
natural calamity, and more than that, we have got human created problems. Israel has problem, Palestine has problem, Gulf, most of the country had war at different times, Pakistan was collapsing sometime, Afghanistan had problem, Bangladesh has problem. You can see the problems around this world. That is just because people were not educated properly.
Yes.
Education is the base for understanding what other people are doing, why are they doing, accommodate them. So starting from small childhood education, I created my own style of education. These are four books, but not four books, it's a single book which talks about A B C D E F G H I J K L M N M N O P Q R S T T U V W X Y Z, the A to Z of basic education. I have written 40 books during the COVID time till now. All these are on education, life, mental stability, mind management, how to take care of children before pregnancy, how to take care of the
Okay.
Ayurvedic holistic methods of bringing up children. So I'm into a deep research on science, life, and also career guidance, making them to. It is not just no spiritual psychological development. You should also get a
Yes.
job. You should also get into good jobs, get into the best university, go abroad in the best universities abroad in America or Britain or Canada or whichever part of the world they get a better education, go all these places. And I believe people should come to India to learn as much as they can also. That is what I am
Yes.
propagating into. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really like a wonderful thoughts you have. Was that's really like amazing. My next question is about how do you guide individuals who are new to meditation and spirituality?
Actually, there is no relation between meditation and spirituality. People have used it in together and then started making lot of unwanted, unuseless. Maybe I should say useless. Probably you should look at Dr. TPS yoga,
Yeah.
YOGA yoga,
Yeah.
Dr. TPS.
Yes. Yes.
So I said
Okay.
yoga is not a monkey's job. That's what I've written.
Yes.
So I don't believe in what is being practiced in this country. But still, you can see meditation, Dr. TPS, a breathing practice which I am giving.
Yes.
So, actually, yoga is the basic science. The basic science of yoga is how to make you fit
Yes.
physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, spiritually. But today, meditation means, yeah, I can get a lot of people under meditation. You come to class, earlier there were prayers, everybody was praying their own prayer, religious prayers was
Yes.
the starting of any class.
Exactly.
But today people said close your eyes and then meditate. I don't know
Yes.
whether somebody can close your eyes and meditate. Actually, by closing your eyes
Yeah.
you cannot meditate. Actually, the closing eyes is not the external eye which I am seeing the world around. Actually,
Yes.
internal eye which doesn't make my manas, my heart, my thoughts, my feelings not to work. But that doesn't happen. There is a great saint from India who said, Prana bandhanat liyate mana. You control your breath, then your feelings can be controlled. But then immediately he says, it is like putting a bird in a nest. You open it, it flies away. So no practices can control your feelings. You can close your eyes, but what you have seen previously, that scene will start haunting you. If somebody, some of your relative died and then you are in a deep sorrow, do you think I can
Yes.
close my eyes and meditate?
No.
No.
Like it's
No, I cannot.
totally like
Meditation is
against the
stopping.
nature. No, we can't do that.
Meditation is the process of stopping all the thoughts. And I don't think anybody
Yeah.
can stop thoughts by practicing meditation in the way it is being practiced today. No.
Yes.
So meditation has become a wrong word, a stupid word, a useless word. People started selling it by 1,000 rupees pay and then start learn meditation in 1 month. I am a meditation master from Himalayan tradition. I know nobody and I cannot teach meditation to anybody in the world. But people are making money. So it has become another big business in the world. I've been to America, I have seen people selling meditation by making money. So meditation is not what is to be practiced by the way in which it is happening. Physical exercise
Okay.
of making people to do is not yogasana. It is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. 8 steps are there. And this samadhi is nothing works. When I am being tested for my brain vibration, my brain do not vibrate at all. Can I go without thoughts, thoughtless? Can I become so casual in my activities?
I
Now,
don't think so.
if yes,
It's so
Mariam,
easy.
that is, you cannot think so because that time you think, when you think, you become problematic. Your brain starts working when you think. But now
Yes.
Dr. TPS is talking to Mariam. You can put an electroencephalograph. The machine is called electroencephalograph. Put an electroencephalograph on my brain and you will see Dr. TPS brain is not working. Because I am not talking, thinking about what I have to speak to you. It just
Yes.
flows without thinking, it happens. Now tell me, Mariam, when Mariam is seeing Mariam's mother, will you think, oh,
Yes.
this is my mother?
No.
No,
I
but
eventually recognized her
eventually
that because
recognize, right?
she's my mother and
Yeah.
he's my father.
Assume that you are outside your house and you have to go inside your house. Will you think, oh, this is my house or that is my house? Or automatically you
No,
keep walking?
it doesn't happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
automatically get attract to that space.
so many things you can do when you are making chapati or roti. Will you think that how the roti has to be round? Will you make a geometric box and round and then put it? Or just like that, you keep talking to somebody, scolding somebody, listening to some music, still the roti becomes a beautiful roti, right? So
Yeah,
if
it like the same thing.
you can do everyday activity casually like this. Dr. TPS can answer all the questions from Mariam so casually without putting my brain. It comes from my Atma, soul, heart, feelings. I am not holding any of my thoughts. It just flows. If I can do like that, I am a spiritual man.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
spirituality comes not by practicing under somebody. It has to be attained with a lot of people roaming around, going around, looking around, talking around, seeing around. All these have to be part of your daily routine for many years. And I'm into this for last 24 years. And that 24 years of sadhana,
Amazing.
24 years of sadhana, meeting great spiritual people around them, we realize it's a realization. I cannot teach you
Okay.
because I cannot teach the taste of water.
Yes.
That you have to understand. So, meditation is not to be taught, it is to be understood, it is to be realized, it is to be attained. Okay, so spirituality
I
is
must say,
in each one of us, there is spirituality, but to get it out, you need to be little more matured in religious practices, little more matured in meeting a lot of such people with whom that is called satsang. Meeting with good people. Sat means good, sang means union. Good union. Be with good people, automatically you will become that. Yeah, thank
I
you for
must say
wonderful,
that today
wonderful.
I explore another side of the meditation because we practicing in the meditation on daily basis. As I introduced myself, that I'm a vice principal at the Han School Online Academy. So we need to practice meditation on daily basis, and we follow the same steps as you explained. That this is not the meditation. So now you please explain me what are the basic steps for the meditation and how we need to meditate.
See, look at DrTPS meditation. When I feel upset, every small
Okay.
child start crying.
Yeah.
What is the mother do generally? They'll put the child, the head down, upside down, the tummy on the lap, and then pat on
Yes.
the back saying, don't cry, don't cry. Even when today, if Maryam becomes upset, you
Yes.
wanted to go and sleep on your bed, in which style?
Yes.
Keeping your head
Yeah.
down, putting hand like this,
Yes.
right? Just
Yes.
lie down like
Exactly.
that. Just lie down like that. Feel your tummy goes up and down.
Yeah, it
And
happens.
if you can understand your breathing is happening, that is the only time you can understand your breathing. When you are sitting like this, when I'm talking like this, when I'm working, I am not concentrating on my breath. If I
Yeah.
can concentrate on my breath, automatically I am controlling my breathing. If I
Yes.
control my breathing, breathing will not be controlled. If I just attention on the breath, and
Hmm.
this is the first step to learn, and don't think anything else, just be thinking about my breath and take that breath throughout your body, up and down, up and down. You can see a demonstration of this, a lecture on this meditation, DrTPS. Still I named it meditation, actually it is only breathing practice, but I kept
Okay.
it meditation so that people will look at it, right? and
Okay.
and then you can see young children, 150 of my children in America, Columbus, in a church,
Yes.
in a Christian church, a Hindu me,
Yes.
teaching children from Muslim, Buddhist,
Yeah. All the communities.
Jain, all the different religious people, including
Okay.
Sardarjis, Sikh people, all of them,
Yes.
young children, 3 years to 13
Oh
years,
my God.
under me, just lying down like this with their own towel in the morning, just lie down like this for some time. You know what a cool, calm feeling you get. And that is
Yeah.
how I
When
started my
we
summer camp. That's how I started my summer camp.
That's really amazing. But yeah, we whenever we feel like sad or when I feel very sad, I just lay down up like inverted. Like I need to
Everyone,
like
everyone in the
do
world.
this, and
So
after
I
that
keep
5 to 10 minutes, I'll be so feel so lighter and so happier that and I'm okay now.
that is what is meditation. So who is the master of meditation? Not DrTPS. It is your mother. It is your
Okay.
mother. Who is the best
Now,
meditation master in the world? Who is the best
our
meditation
mothers,
master in the world? Mother.
our mothers,
And what is the best practice? Lying down on mother's lap. So which is the best place for meditation? Mother's lap.
mothers lap.
Understood?
Okay, okay. You totally changed the meditation concept today. Like it's really really remarkable. Like a lot of the comments over here, I need to just read for you. Please answer them. Maheen Training Wali asking you that let us know how we can do the meditation properly, and you explained it very well. Thank you so much. And Sadola Terrace Wala, he's the principal of the Hans School Online Academy, is saying excellent. And Mehtab Mustafa, he's a student of the Hans School Online Academy, saying outstanding. Jay
I,
Prakash
I
Education
think
Wala, he is the admission officer.
Mariam, you arrange a few number of students in a hall, and online I can guide you what to do and how to do this meditation practice, and I will show you. You will enjoy.
Definitely will do that, but we at the online academy, now, so I'll request to students to arrange this kind of a place so that we'll practice it properly. Because doing the meditation, uh, I experience myself when I close my eyes. If I'm just disconnecting myself to the surrounding where I'm sitting right now, so I'll be on other world on my thinking process. So I'll focus on the other thoughts, not like relaxing my mind. I just uh, sink into them, and I just feel a lot of things. Yes, we have to do this. Yes, we have to do this, and after this, after this, after this. So it's a change thinking process again happening to me. It doesn't relaxing me after meditation by closing the eyes.
Correct, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah, we will do that definitely.
I
Now,
think
I,
you should
I'll.
listen to my listen. All of you should listen to my meditation, Dr. TPS. There is a video, but don't look at the
Okay.
video. Just listen and follow, and that's the best
Okay.
method. How to keep your hand, how to keep your forehead. When you keep your hand like this, your nose becomes free, so you are not blocking it. So that's one
Yes. Yes.
advantage. Yeah, that's the only thing
Yes.
to be done. And relax. I'm sure you
Okay.
can do that.
Okay. Okay. That's really amazing to know that. That's really amazing, sir. Yes, Dr. TPS, my next question is about what challenges have you faced in your journey, and how you contribute to your growth?
See, actually, there is nothing called a challenge. Challenge is what? Challenge is when I am not able to do it. What do I do? I keep wondering what can be done. And I wanted to have somebody else to help me in my life. And I am not able to. No, I am in a race. A challenging somebody is what? I am in a running
Hmm.
race. Three people are standing. I have to become the first. That's a challenge. I am not competing with anyone in this world. My life is my life. I am happy. There are troubles, there are problems. I keep traveling a lot in the remote village. See, there is a beautiful, I think in Netflix there is a beautiful um, series called Panchayat. Panchayat is a small unit of village. And when I was seeing that panchayat, I was thinking, is there a village like this in India? And I started finding out where they shoot at, which is the panchayat. Then I found it is Balia, Ballia, Balia, in West
Hmm.
Bengal. I mean UP, West Bengal. UP from Varanasi, you have to travel towards north, very close to West Bengal and Orissa. It comes, and I found recently I went to one of the neighboring villages, and you must see in which place I am eating food. It's on the street, so nasty, actually, so unclean, but we have to live, right?
Oh,
Ultimately the life is,
yeah.
when we feel hungry, we don't see how whether it is neat or not. I have to eat, that's it.
Yes.
That's an
Yes.
experience. That's an experience. So this is what is life. In life, don't think about what is that. Is it troubling me? Yeah, I can sit on an air conditioned room throughout my life until I am dying.
Yeah.
Do I call that going somewhere, interacting with the children? Now next week I am going to Goa to teach 62 children who the schools and college, the parents, all of them say they are not bright children. They don't get above 60 percentage of mark. They will just pass. I wanted to take it as a challenge. I say I am going to make at least 50 percentage of them above 100 percentage. They will get 100%. Rest of the thing, people will become 75 percentage. I am doing it as a challenge, and every day people communicate to me saying that this subject is tough, this chapter is difficult, this chapter they are good. So I am guiding them for one. Now next 10 days I am guiding them. On 18th, 8 days after that, I am going to meet them for 5 days, staying in that school. I am sure that accommodation which they are giving me, the place where I'm staying is not as comfortable as the place where I'm staying today. But why am I going? I'm not going to make money. I know it
Yes.
is a trouble and I know it is a challenge. But the
Yes.
challenge is what is like a climbing on top of the mountain. Every trucking person have got a challenge. But each step you are enjoying. So every
Yeah.
challenge, every
Exactly.
trouble, every journey, every student, every teaching, every question, it's a challenge. But I'm enjoying it, and it's an enjoyment. So I don't name it as a challenge, competition, trouble. I take it, it's an enjoyment. Sometimes my throat will get infection. I'm taking bad water. Not every time I can have a flask water with me, right? When I go out, I may not carry this. So whatever water they
Yes.
give, they take. I may have a throat problem, I am paining, I may have a cough, all this is part of my life, right? Everybody has to undergo this.
Yes.
So it's
Exactly.
not a trouble. It's an experiment. It's life is an experiment, an experience. It's like, yeah, it's a journey. Let me enjoy my journey. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, that's really nice, and you have a very different kind of the visions and the perspective of the thinking. That's really amazing from your side. My next question about your future goals. What future projects or initiatives are you currently working on, and what is your vision for those projects?
See, Mariam, I don't do any activity which is myself because I am
Okay.
totally depend on somebody else. If Mariam do not call me for an interview, I will not come here, right?
Yes.
I am not asking
Definitely.
Mariam, please interview me. I don't do that. But
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
only 23 minutes back Mariam contacted me. Last
Yes.
interaction was in June. I said contact me after June 4th.
Yes.
And after June 4th, today is August 10th, Mariam contacted me. And when I
Yes.
asked, you asked me to select a schedule, I said, tell me which is the immediate schedule.
Yes.
I did not tell tomorrow, day after tomorrow, right? Because I believe today, now I am free. Tomorrow,
Yes.
if somebody else want my time, I should not reserve it to you and then wait for that opportunity. Immediate action is my life. Last
Really
month
well
I
said.
went to Sri Lanka. I had a group of people. They decided, one of the rich men said they are going to translate all these books, not this, another 20 books are there. All the books they are going to translate, distribute into 1,000 libraries. Then I said, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. I want these four books is A to Z of education. A,
Yes.
B, C, D up to Z. That means you have got
Yes.
26 chapters. I said, give me
26
52
letters.
teachers. The 52 teachers, one chapter they translate. At least 52 people will read one chapter in my book, right? And then
Exactly.
they
Exactly.
implement it in the place. So this is a project which I started. Now, while doing that project, now Sri Lanka thought, why not use Dr. TPS not only to this nursery age 3 to grade 3 teachers, but others also need Dr. TPS help. So Sri Lanka is planning a program which I named it. There is a group created. Tomorrow there is a discussion, and that project is called the Lead Sri Lanka project. Lead Sri Lanka. Lead Sri Lanka
Look.
is, yeah, motivate youth, understand life. Whatever we discussed today is a great asset. What I am going to do is, I am going to ask that group, look at Mariam and Dr. TPS interview which happened yesterday, which I am going to tell tomorrow to the Sri Lanka people. Because it's
Thank you so
such
much.
a marvelous, wealthy discussion which we had. People don't
Yeah, yeah,
understand.
exactly. Because
Correct.
you totally changed that perspective. I have been experienced for the last 4 months in this meditation process. Because before joining this institution, I never ever meditate. I don't know how to meditate. What is the meditation? But now, just after before the 5 minutes, when I just asked a single question about meditation, you described it wonderfully, and lot of audience that like we had the 4 to 5% are interested to know about what is the exact method of the meditation, how we can do the meditate ourselves. So this is really remarkable, and this is really changed my all the thought process related to meditation.
So this is what I'm doing. So what I do is I am at your service. You tell me what do you want. That is what I keep doing. So I never thought next week I'll go to Goa. Somebody called me to Goa, I am there. Unfortunately, Maryam cannot call, and then I cannot come to Pakistan. Otherwise, at this time, I
Uh,
would have been Pakistan many number of times. Right?
uh,
So I'm sure we all
Thank you
should
so much.
meet.
Thank you so
We
much.
all should meet in some place at some point of time,
Inshallah.
probably in Sri Lanka or maybe in Gulf somewhere or some other part of the world. I'm sure Maryam cannot come to India to meet me. I cannot come to Pakistan to meet you. But I'm sure we will meet somewhere, inshallah.
Yeah,
Let us
by
have.
the grace of Allah, we will do that. But whenever it will be in the like the kind of our destination, yes, we will be there at that place. We'll meet to each other.
And online, the world is very close today because of online, because of Professor COVID. Professor COVID.
Yeah.
Professor COVID gave us a lot of learning, which nobody else in the world could teach, right? So let us use that.
Exactly. Now,
Yeah.
now this digitalization is very wonderful blessing for each of us that who can't meet a person physically, so we can meet virtually. That's a very wonderful opportunity that created by this can
And my
COVID-19.
great salutation to Rahan. I am
Yes,
sure
no doubt.
no one in the world other than Rahan, Pakistan, people are using it that effectively.
He
I
is
have not seen.
he is the hero of Pakistan
I
that
have not
created
seen.
such kind of the platform to like meet and greet session with this kind of the wonderful guests we have in our on daily basis interview sessions, and we meet a lot of people and we learn a lot of things about according to their thinking perspectives and the school of thoughts.
Really a great man, really a great man with a great vision, great visibility, helping millions of people in Pakistan. And Dr. TPS is getting connected just because of Rahan. And I'm
Exactly.
really really very happy about him. But unfortunately, I keep telling to most of the people in India saying that Rahan is doing a great job, but Dr. TPS is not able to make at least 10 people to study in India like this. I'm not able to create one Maryam like this. I'm not able to see seventh class child
Yeah.
discussing about what a space scientist in Adnan is doing in Hyderabad. A
Yeah.
one I keep
Exactly.
saying, I'll tell you my first few interviews 2 years back when I started this interview process. One of the first person still I remember is the person with one single door, Tyler who stitches clothes, the Tyler wala.
Yes. Dollar
I
Taylor.
Yeah, I'm sure I kept talking about him in most of my education conferences in lot of principals. 600,000 principals keep seeing. I keep telling there is one Tyler Wala in Pakistan who is much better than
Yeah.
any of your children. That is what I
he
keep saying.
he actually he's the actual like true picture of Sir Rehan's vision. He's
That is what.
working tremendously on, and he's impacting lot of children's life. He's like exactly the change maker of the Pakistan, that who wants to create this leadership environment in whole Pakistan. So
That is what.
we all are like grateful to Sir Rehan Allah Wala and Sir Dollar Tailors Wala, Sir Rahmat Empowerment Wala. The theme of this institute is totally a blessing for the Pakistan. So I really encourage each and every person, please be the part of this, and you will learn lot of things, and your life will be changed on like 360-degree. Like you will start another life, then you will eventually feel that, oh, the life that was I spending before this wasn't bad. I
Now,
need to
if Mariam asked
enjoy
me
this
what
life.
is my plan, what is my intention, what is my desire, probably meeting all of you physically, personally will be my intention in my life.
Definitely, we will invite you, inshallah. And there will be a very great opportunity for each of us that we have to meet you in person. That's really a honor for us. That's really wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much.
Dr.
Thank you
TPS.
so much, Mariam.
And the last question I have to ask you that how do you maintain a balance your professional and spiritual life? Like you define your spiritual life that is totally different as we being taught, and now your spirituality you explain to me that's totally different. So how we can keep balance in our spiritual life as well as our professional and the family life or this type?
See, assume somebody believes that spirituality is something entirely different. It is not different. What happens
Yeah.
is when I have to think about something, that thought is not going to strain me, and I just write a poetry. See this poem, Rhythm of Life, which has got 100 poems, and these 100 poems are just written like that. It is not that some of the words which are used in this I never studied in my childhood. It is not
Oh,
in my dictionary. I cannot even write it in my paragraph. But when the poetry comes, it automatically comes. Understood? And I have got students who give a beautiful design for this book. You can see it's a
wonderful.
book. It's available, freely available on internet. All my books are freely available. Now, during Orkut time, now today we are talking about the social media, how to use this. It's almost 24 years back.
Yeah,
Like Facebook, we had an Orkut in which
we
that
have.
time I started writing a book, and this is the Orkut discussion. Orkut discussion, social media discussions. Maybe the first
Mhm.
book in this world which came out of Orkut discussions is my book. And that time, a
Yeah,
lot of people started asking questions, not interview like this. Like
yes.
asking question, I answered. All these are question and answer. Now you tell me this book when you open, lot of places when I went for lectures, when somebody comes to ask me a question, I'll ask them, open this book. And they will open like a Quran, open this book, they get, yeah, I have no question now. The answer is here, they will say, and then go. So this is like a magic book.
Wonderful.
Understood?
Wonderful.
This is like a
Wonderful.
magic book.
Wonderful.
So you tell me, what is spirituality? Spirituality is that ability to understand the soul, the Atma,
Yeah,
the spirit inside
we
Maryam.
have.
If I can understand, if Maryam can understand my spirit, I am a spiritual person, you are a spiritual person. I'll tell you, Maryam, there are a lot of interviews happen. Not all the interviews are same, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Every
Exactly.
interview is different. It is
Different.
I am reflecting. I am reflecting. When Maryam is in front of me, I reflect Maryam. When some small child is there, they ask small questions, I answer in that style. So what am I doing? I am a mirror.
Yeah.
It is same Dr. TPS, but same Dr.
Yeah.
TPS in front of somebody is different, in front of somebody else is different. So who is me? We have a great saint in India who told, Manam Darpana Samanam. I am like a mirror. I am not there. I am only a mirror. If
Mirror.
you can become a mirror, then you are a spiritual man. You tell me, when a problem comes, science comes, problem comes, I'm a scientist. When a problem
Yeah.
comes,
Yeah. You
it
are.
is not a solution comes with my thoughts. It just comes. It just comes like the writing books. All these are my books in different languages in Malayalam. When I write books, it is not I am thinking about solution and then giving. This is a book which I retold, the old textbook of Bhagavad Gita. I wrote the way a small child is asking question, I am answering it. A child is asking question, I am answering. So this is a book
Oh,
which I wrote without even thinking. I don't have to think. It just comes. So when there is a problem, if solutions can
yeah.
come so easily, like you recognize your mother, the
Yes.
problem comes, solution comes to me, then we are into spiritual. So it is not different from different, I am balancing it. It is one and the same. So physical,
Okay.
emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual. Fivefold development is what I speak, and that is what I am practicing.
That's really wonderful. That's really wonderful. Dr. TPS, I must say, you are doing a wonderful job and you are doing amazing things. Like you are working on this, like on the same side, and you are following the five different perspectives of the life, but you are connecting to each other. That's really amazing thing because never ever anyone told us that these five things are connected to each other. So you have to follow in the connection. You have to find out that connection that is missing. Your socialism and your specialist, your spiritualism, your family time, your spiritualism is also connected. So this is the thing we need to connect these kind of the five different perspectives to each other, and then we'll be very good and be a balanced person for our life. Thank you so much for having this knowledgeable session. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation on a very short notice. And I really, really enjoyed this because I don't know how I did it, but I tried to. grasp each and everything that you explained me. So, inshallah, that
You are
will really
you are
helpful for me.
truly a catalyst. The name itself is Catalyst Broadcast. And Catalyst. I don't know whether I'm a visionary guest. I don't consider
Yeah,
anybody
yeah,
from
you
Pakistan.
are. As
Anybody
I
from
introduced
Pakistan.
you,
See, anybody from Pakistan when they talk to me, I never felt that I'm a guest and you are a host. No, I feel that we are all part of one same family.
yes,
Love
we are.
each one of you.
Definitely.
Have a great, bright future. Understand the world
Thank you
much
so much.
better than all of us, and I'm sure Pakistan people are much more happier than Indian people. That's what I feel. The happiness index
Inshallah,
Pakistan is
inshallah.
better than India, right? So we do hope that now we have got
Okay.
a little more people who become much more happier, and I'm at your service
Yeah.
any point of time. Thank you, pranams.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you,
Inshallah
Dr.
we'll
DPS.
meet
Thank you
sometime.
so much. It's really, really honored, and it went very well. Like I try to ask maximum questions that related to me and my audience. They asked some questions. Just got the opportunity to interview you by myself. So that's another opportunity for them. Thank you so much for having this wonderful session. I hope my audience also enjoyed this session very well. So thank you so much, Dr. TPS, once again.